The steps to retirement are different for just about everyone. Some people leave the workforce and never look back. Others ease into those golden years with part-time work. So in today's Q&A, we're hearing from three people with three very different perspectives. And helping us with answers is Ohio's retirement coach, Greg Taylor, Retirement Group. Good to see you as always, Greg.
It's always good to be here.
All right, I know that you probably see a lot of kind of similar scenarios, but are you still surprised when some folks come in with different and kind of new scenarios for you?
Occasionally, I get a little surprised, but sometimes, we see the things that are affecting everybody.
Right, some common things. Okay, so let's do a good one from Max in Canal Winchester. He says, I'm 63 years old, retiring later this year, but I plan to do some part-time consulting work for the next few years. So what do I need to know about the Social Security earnings test, and how might this affect my Social Security if I start drawing it now?
Well, that's a great question, because if you're going to earn it's right about $15,600 in a year, then every dollar above that, or every $2 you earn, you're going to give a dollar back to the Social Security program. So if you're going to earn substantial amounts above $15,600, then you probably want to hold off on taking your Social Security. Plus, there is another perk. Every year you wait, you're going to get about 8% more in your Social Security benefits. So I don't know of anywhere else right now where we can get 8% that is certain.
Right, exactly. So you want to hold on if you can, right? Okay. Next, we have Joe in Columbus. Said you answered a question about a pension buyout offer once. You suggested the gentleman should stay with the pension because the payout was better than he could receive from a lump sum. So what if a person is concerned about the stability of the pension company and its ability to maintain that pension payout? Would that change your recommendation?
Probably not, because these corporations are subject to the Pension Guarantee Corporation. So it's a federal program, and they pay very close attention to the pensions. What we'd like to do is simply do the math to see if it makes sense for the family, because we don't want families 10, 15, 20 years down the road running out of income, running out of money, and running out of lifestyle because they took a lump sum and it didn't make sense for them. Now, a lot of cases it does make sense, makes perfect sense to take the lump sum and then do some kind of lifetime income plan for their family and control the money. In some families, absolutely, the math just doesn't work. And in those cases, we recommend the pension. We
talked a lot about that with the whole Powerball thing recently,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Whether you should take it all or utilize it. And a lot of times it is better to take it in the long run, but we are that kind of society,
yes,
right? We want everything right now. All right, finally, we have Ben in Galloway. Said, I have some money in a fixed annuity. I'm unhappy with the interest rate of 2%, but I'm also not sure what else I can do. I want to earn more, but the stock market seems a bit risky right now. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, absolutely. 2% fixed rate is not horrible in this environment, but I do understand that 2% long term isn't really going to help you keep pace with inflation. So the insurance industry back about 1995 introduced something called an fixed indexed or index linked annuity concept, which you can link to an index, say like the S&P 500, and if the index goes up, you get a gain. If it goes down, you get a zero, so you don't lose your principal. And those have become popular, especially in the last decade or so, because people realize, hey, I need more than just a 1 or 2% interest rate, but they're not really willing to give up any of their principal. They don't want to worry about losing money. So that's a good option. There's some really good ones out there, and there are some also that I wouldn't recommend because of the fees and also because of some of the low earnings potential. But with the right one, that could be a good option.
I was going to say, and the interest rate of 2%, you mentioned, I mean, that's why you said earlier, the 8% you want to go with, because in a lot of ways, we're not getting that big amount anymore, are we?
We're really not, and people need to be careful that they're doing proper planning overall, because there's different things we need our money to do. We need our money to grow. We need our money to be safe. We need some money to be liquid. We need some money to generate income. And the thing about it is, one single world of money, whether it be a fixed interest rate or Wall Street investments or insurance products, no one world can accomplish everything. So you need a balance.
All right, Greg, always good advice, but you are not going anywhere as usual. Whether you have a little or a lot invested in the market, we are watching those wild swings, and that can be nerve-wracking. So Greg's sticking around, and Kristen will join us as well with advice on what to do in a volatile market.